Well, let me just start with that, that little scene there. As a kid who's just a teenager out of high school, are you used to, the whole autograph thing and that sort of thing yet?
No, but I guess by now I am. When I first got out here, definitely not. This has definitely been a first, giving out autographs, I guess, to this number. It's a lot of people, but you gotta love it.
How's the signature coming? You got a good John Hancock?
Yeah, I've variated through a couple, but I'm just working on it right now.
I guess it's all part of the process of learning how to be a professional player. I guess, do you find that understanding that's just part of everything that you're learning here?
Yeah, I mean, there's a process with everything, and I guess I don't know if you noticed, but I had to wait until the end of practice before I could give out any autographs. That's one of the things. It's just professionalism. When I'm, practicing, I need to be focused on practice and not on, I guess, the fans at that time. It just comes with, I guess, a whole learning process of everything.
What, that's sort of the off the field part of it a little bit, but on the field, what's been the biggest thing that maybe, you didn't realize coming into what pro life would be, understanding that you're just getting started now?
I guess just that I have so much to learn. It's weird playing baseball your whole life and then coming out here and realizing that, you have so much more to learn, whether it be your footing in the outfield or the approach that you need to have, at least with this organization with 2 strikes. It's just a lot of things that you have to learn, and I guess I'm just working on it every day.
It's the kind of thing where, even if you aspired to play at a higher level, when you're hitting 600 in high school, there are probably times where you think you have it all figured out.
I mean, yeah, I was definitely on a roll in high school, but I knew that was going to be short-lived in a short period of time.
Tell me about the switch hitting. I mean, when did you start doing that, and when did it start feeling comfortable, or was it something you always remember doing?
I mean, yeah, ever since I can remember playing baseball. My dad started me switch hitting when I was 5. So growing up, no matter what hand the pitcher threw with, I just switch off during the game every at bat. And I didn't start going righty-lefty and lefty-righty until I started playing select ball, I think at age 14 with the Patriots. So my coach out there told me the advantages I could have with switching, and since then I've been doing that. It's definitely played a big role right now.
I was going to say, probably with each step you take, you realize what a rare commodity is. I mean, there are switch hitters, and then there are switch hitters with power. There aren't too many of those, guys, switch hitters with power. Do you realize, that you're kind of in a smaller group of players?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be a part of that percentage. I mean, like the Mark Teixeiras and whatnot. I have a long way to get to where he's at, but he's a good role model that I have in the game. It's definitely nice not having to worry about a breaking ball starting right at your eyes and then breaking into the zone. So that's nice.
You mentioned Mark Teixeira. Are there other guys that you followed?
I mean, with switch hitters, I always liked Jose Reyes as well. But I guess I really like Cano, Carlos Gonzalez, Adrian Beltre. Just sweet swinging guys. I always like looking at their swings and just maybe sometimes trying to change things up to be more like them. I guess now it's not a good idea. Back in the day,
When you're playing in your backyard, you can do that, right?
Or like at practice in high school, you could change some stuff up. Try to hit like Bryce Harper sometimes. It was all fun back then. Is
it hard now to, obviously you still want to go out and have fun, but understanding that consistency and doing the same thing over and over again is such a key to success, especially as you start facing tougher and tougher pitching?
I mean, it's a job now. If you're not giving it your all and staying focused out there, you're not going to have the results that you want. And guys are trying to take your spot every day, so it's definitely more serious. There's a more serious aspect to the game now.
I was reading that Instructs for you was kind of an awakening. It was your first taste, and you were like, okay, I really have a long way to go. Do you feel like, even though you still, say you have a lot to learn, that learning curve is maybe shortened a little bit? Like, do you feel a little more comfortable in camp compared to where you were in Instructs?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that was really necessary. If I had come out and, stroked, I probably wouldn't have worked out as hard as I did this offseason, and might have gotten my awakening during spring training, which is exactly the wrong period that you want to have it. So I'm glad I had it when I did, and I'm looking forward to what this season can bring for me.
Have you gotten to a point now where you're sort of just one of the guys, or the fact that people like me are coming to talk to you all the time still puts a little bit of a spotlight on you because of how everything that happened in the draft?
I mean, yeah, there's still some spotlight, but I have some really good friends out here, and when we're off the field, it seems like we're just all buddies. No real talk about like the draft or signing bonuses or anything. We're all just core group of friends, and it's nice to have that.
To me, at this point, I was thinking about it on my way over here. The story isn't so much that you signed, because it's old news, but the fact that the Pirates clearly thought enough of you that you would be able to handle everything that came with that. Is that something you talked about with your parents or your advisor in terms of this is gonna be a subject for quite some time?
Long period of time. Yeah, I mean, mostly my advisors told me, not read any of the articles, don't let that eat you up, and just focus on baseball, but focus on playing every day. And it's really nice that the Pirates came out and gave me the amount of money, just pure, faith that I would turn out as a player for them, and I'm doing the best I can to do that for them.
You still keeping at least one eye on what the Longhorns are doing?
Yeah, I actually got a text from one of their assistant coaches, Drew Bishop. He wished me the best of luck, and I did the same back to him.
What has it been like for you, baseball aside? It sounds to me that you have a very close family unit. I mean, you were at Instructs and now you're here. It's an extended period of time where you're not there when you thought you were going to be going to school in the same state. Has there been an adjustment period just as a teenager not being home?
Not really. I'm actually really enjoying it. I think it was more so for my parents. They've been out here a couple times. They actually really like it out here, and I guess it's weird for them to be gone for such a long period of time, but when you're out here doing the same thing every day, you just get used to it. I'm not necessarily missing home as much as I might have been in the past. So,
have the Pirates given you any indication of what's going to happen with you come April, whether you're going to go to West Virginia right away or whether you're going to stick back here for a while?
I think that's the plan for me, to go to West Virginia, but it all depends on what happens upstairs and what they think I can handle at the time, so it really just depends on what those guys have to.
And you're good with whether, obviously you would love to make that team come April, but everything happens, and probably that's the biggest lesson, patience.
Yeah, patience is a virtue, definitely.
All right, thanks very much.